Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a tutorial for this neutral makeup look. It's a very wearable look, but it's still got a bit of a glam factor. So I hope you'll enjoy this video and let's get started. First, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is a medium coverage foundation and it gives a very natural yet a very flawless looking finish to the skin. And then I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. And I'm going to do a bit of highlighting with this concealer. I'm applying this under my eyes in a triangle shape. I'm also applying this down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on the chin, and also under my cheekbones, right under where I'm going to apply the contouring product next. For contouring, I'm using this palette by MAC. This is a concealer palette and I'm using the darkest shade from this palette and applying this in all the areas where I want to add shadows to my face. So apply this under my cheekbones, also along the sides of my nose and along my jawline as well. Next, to blend this, I'm just using a clean concealer brush. I'm just making sure I don't blend this too further out because I want to keep it in the area where I want to contour. Next, I'm going back in with my beauty blender to blend out the areas where I'd applied the concealer. I then use the Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette. First I use the pale yellowish highlighter shade, which is basically a matte color, and I use this in all the areas where I had applied the concealer to set the concealer. And then I used the darker shade, one of the darker shades, and used it to set the areas where I had applied the cream contouring product. To add a bit of glow, I'm using the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in the shade Bronze. I'm using the lightest goldeny color from the Shimmer Brick and I'm applying this to the top of my cheekbones. I'm also using the same color to highlight my brow bone and the bridge of my nose. Now coming to the eyes, I'm using this matte eyeshadow palette from the Balm. I'm using this light brown matte color and applying this to my crease. I'm using the Sigma E25 blending brush for this step. And I'm making sure that I blend this color really well into the crease before moving on to the next step. Next, I'm using the shade Mooning. This one is by Colourpop. And I'm applying this in the outer V of my eye. Next, I've used the shade Game Face, also by Colourpop, and using my finger, I'm just applying this to the remaining part of my lid which doesn't have any color. To intensify the brown in the crease, I'm just going back in with the first step, that is applying the matte brown eyeshadow in the crease and outer corner of the eye. Next, I used shade number 3 from the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in Bronze and applied that over the area where I had applied Game Face from Colourpop, just to soften that copper and make it bronzier. And then I used the lightest color, which is a soft gold color, and applied it to the inner corner to highlight. And then I used the matte brown shade Matte Rosin once again to the remaining part of my lower lash line. To line my upper lash line, I'm using the Skinny Thin Felt eyeliner from the Body Shop, and I'm going to do quite a dramatic winged eyeliner with this. This liner has a very short and firm tip, so ideally it should be used when you want to do a really thin line, but I like using it for any kind of liner look. Going back in with the darkest matte brown from the palette, I'm just intensifying the color in the outer V of the eye. And I'm using the same palette from the Balm to fill in my eyebrows as well. For the lashes, I'm curling my lashes using the Shu Uemura eyelash curler and then applying the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme mascara. And then I also used a pair of false eyelashes. I used the Demi Wispies by Ardell, which are one of my favorite lashes. Now coming back to the face, I'm using the shade Get Laid by Colourpop. This is a beautiful peach toned blush and I'm just applying this to the apples of my cheeks, right in between where I've applied my contour and my highlighting powder. For the lips, I'm first using a nude lip liner. This one is by Colourpop, and I'm using this to line and fill in my entire lip area. And for lipstick, I'm using Retro by MAC. This is a really nice brownish color with a bit of red in it, and I've just applied a little bit of it using a lip brush. I don't want a very dark color on my lips because the eyes are quite dramatic. And that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know your thoughts on this look in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Meanwhile, I have a very exciting contest going on the Nykaa TV channel in my glam date night makeup video. Today is the last day to enter, so make sure you've entered the contest. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.